Around Christmas 2014, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a Santa red pickup sans reindeer? It was the GMC Canyon in a shade that would make Rudolph blush, but made me say, yes, I want it. Now, granted, I have a weakness for red motor cars, but this shade was really perfect for everything from a convertible to a Cadillac. I never really thought of buying a pickup truck in a shade that GM calls cardinal red, but hey, even the Pope would probably say, nice truck. And unlike most of the pickups that I've been testing for the past few years, you won't need a garage the size of the Sistine Chapel to park it. The 2015 Canyon is a small to mid-sized truck depending upon how you configure it. I didn't even have trouble parallel parking it in Manhattan. Now, mind you, you can't change the laws of physics. While the 2015 Canyon four-wheel drive crew cab short box was easy for me to park, there is a trade-off when it comes to backseat legroom. While not cramped, if you're planning on using this for hauling teens in addition to tools, it's something to consider. As with most current GMC models, the interior was upscale and the fit and finish were excellent. I'm not sure why a 2015 vehicle that is in the high 30s still has a key start instead of a push button, but at least our test car was equipped with remote start. A sunroof is also something that's mystifyingly absent from the options list. Getting comfortable in this sleigh was relatively easy for me, but maybe a slight challenge for some. The power driver's seat was more limited in its range of motion than I am on some days. For some reason, the power controls did not change the angle of the seat back. That maneuver still relied on a manual lever. To me, that was like ordering a venti latte from Starbucks and being charged extra for a lid. The steering wheel tilted and telescoped, but for some it may not telescope far enough. That obviously has to do with your proportions. But while I'm on the subject of the steering wheel, the GMC Canyon has audio controls on the back of the wheel instead of those paddle shifters that I find as annoying as the Cars for Kids commercials. You can still manually manipulate the automatic transmission of the Canyon, but you'll have to reach down to the shifter to do it. As further proof of the democratization of luxury, the 2015 Canyon has heated seats that allow the driver or front passenger to decide whether to warm their whole body or just their back. You might want to consider upgrading to the available leather seats for ease of cleaning, especially if you have pets who shed or kids who spill. You can order the Canyon with the 5-foot 2-inch bed or the 6-foot 2-inch bed. Now, one thing that is head and shoulders above most other vehicles is GM's OnStar system. The ability of an OnStar operator, a real person, to look something up for you and then program your navigation system remotely is still an amazing safety and convenience feature. The unladen ride of the Canyon was fine without being skippy. I can only assume that a moderate load would improve the truck's road feel over broken pavement. GM says the forward collision warning system is a segment first. Basically, if Rudolph is texting instead of paying attention to what's ahead, an alarm will sound and warn the red-nosed reindeer to look up and take corrective action before Slaymageddon. A color backup camera is standard. Not only does that backup camera help you avoid elficide, it makes parking and even hitching a trailer much easier. A sliding back window is optional, but again, no sunroof at any price. The factory spray and bed liner looked flawless. The 2015 Canyon is rated at 200 horsepower for the standard 2.5 liter and 305 horsepower for the optional 3.6 liter V6. The Canyon has a max towing capability of 7,000 pounds. The 3.6-liter-an-hour test model was rated at 17 miles per gallon in the city and 24 on the highway. The fuel tank on all configurations is 21 gallons. While I don't have an exact 0 to 60 time on our test car, it was fast enough in real-world driving, but just barely. I did have a moment or two when I wished that Prancer and Blitzen and Dopey and Sneezy would pep up. The base price for our Cardinal Red 2015 GMC Canyon was a non-princely $34,000. Options on our test car included hill descent control, an all-terrain package, a trailering package, and some other stuff, bringing the total price as tested for the 2015 GMC Canyon to a little over $39,000. I'm Grant Winter reporting for Real World Test Drive.